we're on. We got one. That springtime, not much beats that lipless crankbait. Right off this point, lipless crankbait. Oh, there's another one. Oh yeah, nice, fat, healthy. I'm liking this lipless crankbait right now. Got this. Oh my God, look at this. Double hook. Look at that. This is insane, guys. Hey folks, Captain Mikey of SawGrassBassin coming to you from KastKing and BassResource.com. From beautiful well, it's still Florida. Yeah, it may not be the most beautiful day out here in Florida, but it's still my favorite time of year. We're talking post-spawn springtime. One of the greatest times to be out here on the water. These bass are just wrapping up their spawn. There's still a few of them sitting out there, but the majority of them, they're done. Yeah, they're done. They've done all their dirty deeds. Now it's time for them to have a little bit of fun and to feed up. Those big girls, they put in all that work, all that time, and all that energy on those beds. And now that their job's done, they left the boys at home. And now they're hungry, and they're out there looking to have a little bit of fun. They're out there meeting up all their girlfriends, saying, it's time. Let's go find a new dancing partner out here. Some of them like to waltz. Some of them like to tango. Some of them just like to rock. Those big girls can be hungry. They're out there patrolling. They're munching on shad. They're munching on bluegill. All those smaller bait fish that are now moving up and starting to spawn themselves. Well, those big girls, they're looking to eat. And that's what they're doing out there right now. That's right. They're actively, aggressively searching down food, trying to fill those bellies that spend all that energy during the spawn. And honestly, when you want to dance with the big girls, there's only one lure for me. It's my all-time favorite transitional bait from post-spawn to springtime. You cannot beat the lipless lover. You ladies want to dance? You want to dance with me? You want to dance with the lipless lover. Oh yeah, we're talking lipless crankbaits, guys. It is a phenomenal bait. It's got so much action, so much activity, and so much energy put inside that bait. That is exactly what those big girls that are looking to dance are looking for. You can cover so much area, so much water with a lipless crankbait. You can move it fast, you can yo-yo it. There's so many varieties that you can do. From shallow to deep, it's up to you how you want to make that lure dance. Now, when you're talking a world of lipless lures, there's a huge variety of them, and almost every single lure manufacturer has their own version of a lipless crankbait. And no two lipless crankbaits are created equal. Each one has actually got its own design, and it's got its own dance steps in mind. I'm going to explain to you why each one does what they do and what their special dance steps truly are. Because if you can really teach your lipless crankbait how to tango, you'll have those big girls lined up in no time to dance with you. No two lipless crankbaits are the same whatsoever. Don't worry about size, don't worry about color right now. We're talking about sound. That's the main importance when it comes to deciding what lipless crankbait you're gonna throw where. It's the sound. It's the beat that it provides. The beat it provides is what's gonna show you what steps to do when you're ready to dance. Follow the beat, just follow the beat. Follow the beat and you'll find the bass. But I'm going to break down each one to you and kind of tell you why the specific sound of each lipless crankbait is how I determine where and how I'm going to fish it. This is a Cordell spot. Cotton Cordell spots, they've been around forever. It's a light lure, a light profile. This is the kind of lure that I'm going to want to throw in the shallower, grassy, flats area. This lure is designed for speed and lots of noise and lots of commotion. It is a walk in the line, go as fast as I can, and make as much noise as I can. This one is light. It's designed for shallow water and speed. Let me show you the sound and the reason why I do that. Listen to it. It's got that high-pitched, very noisy rattle to it. When these things are going through the water, they're going side to side really fast, very fast like that. And it's got a great sound to do that. However, Other techniques that you might use where you might yo-yo it, you might drop it up and down, you might let it flutter. Well, these don't have a lot of noise when you do that. Take your lipless and do that. Go side to side like it's gonna, like you're in a straight line, and then go up and down. Nothing in there. This is why I'm gonna throw this in a straight line, in shallow cover, maybe right along a grass flat, something like that. Just in a straight line so it can do its dance. Now, as I said, there's other techniques involved when you're fishing these other dance steps, other styles. There's the tango, there's the salsa, there's the waltz. There's all sorts of dances out there. Now, here's another one all together. This is the KastKing Red Eye Shad. This is a unique one. Side to side, it's got that nice high-pitched rattle to it, just like you can hear. But it's also got a deeper knock in there. There must be a bigger rattle in there. When you take it and go up and down, you hear that? You can hear the difference. Side to side, up and down. A totally different sound to there. So that's gonna tell you right there, this thing can be fished in a variety of different ways. It also has a nice fast sink, and it's got a nice wobble when it's down. So you wanna toss this out, run it along, side to side, stop, let it sink, let it wobble down, and jerk it up. And when you jerk it up, it's gonna go side to side and get that knock. A totally different sound to it, a totally different lure altogether. That different 3-step instead of your normal 2-step, that might be the dance move that attracts that big bite. Fishing it a little bit different, not just in a straight line, because straight lines are boring. If a line dance doesn't attract them, then you gotta step up your step. Go to a 3-step. Won't you give me 3 steps, give me 3 steps, baby. This one is a lure that I'm gonna fish in a variety of areas, from shallow to deep, and I'm gonna burn it along, let it sink, jerk it up. Burn it along, let it sink, jerk it up. Really take advantage of the different noises that a lure like this can actually make. But again, I'm letting the sound that this thing can create determine how and where I'm gonna fish it. This is an energetic bait. Don't waste it. Give it the 3 steps, baby. Let it flutter, let it dance, let it do its thing, and find that bite. So maybe it's a little later in the evening, maybe it's they're feeling a little more sluggish, and they really just want to slow dance with you. Well, that's where a lure like this one's going to come into. This is the rattle clap, or rat and clap. This rapple lure is a unique one. It's actually got just like that one big clank to it. Instead of that loud vibration, fast moving kind of thing, it's got a clank. Listen to this. That sounds like a slow dance to me, doesn't it? Ah, yeah, that's your slow dancing lure right there. Instead of all those fast moving beads and lots of noise, this one is definitely one that you're just gonna wanna kinda just slowly dance it. But when those girls aren't looking to move too fast, the slow dance of a clank, of a big clank like this, that could be the dance and step you need. That slow clank is telling me how to fish this one. I'm gonna fish this one a little more towards the bottom. It's got a nice sink to it, a nice route to it, and I'm gonna fish it right off the bottom, nice and slow, occasionally giving it a yo-yo, letting it flutter down, letting it flutter down, but giving it that nice slow approach. Slow dance is specialty right there. And here's another one. This is the Booyah One Knocker. One Knocker because it's got that one knock. It's a little bit louder, a little bit, you can move it a little bit faster, but it's got that really nice fall to it, where it's side to side, barely have to move it and it's rounding, but you give that yo-yo. That's right, and that is a really unique sound, a really unique lure. You can fish it a little bit faster because it's got a little faster clank to it, but you don't need to do too much to this, just a straight flutter up and down. This is a great yo-yo lure. If it does that, if you go up and down, that's an up and down lure. That's a lure you want to jerk up and down. I'll let it flutter down, I'm gonna pull it up, kind of like a jig, almost vertical jig. This is a perfect lure for that. Just let it sink, let it flutter on down. Yank it up. Let it flutter down. Yank it up. Look at that, guys. That is a new dance step altogether. That could be the one that attracts your next dance partner right there. We're going to call that one the Texas 2-step. Woohoo! 2 steps. Yeah, baby. And yet another one. Again, so many different lures, each with their own unique style and sound to it. This is a Berkeley War Pig. This is a great lure. It's got that flat nose on it, so when it drops down, it's heavy in the front end. It's gonna go down fast, it's gonna sink fast, and it's gonna sit on the bottom nice and upright like this. Then you can definitely jerk it up. Now listen to this one. Side to side, got a real nice sound to it, but it's also got a different sound on up and down. It's got the one knock and the rattle. This is a fast-paced lure doing lots of dances. This is a salsa lure right here. This baby dances the salsa. When you got that sound, that great side-to-side sound where you know you can move it fast, but you also got a really loud, fast up and down sound to it, dance the salsa with this one. Let this thing fall right to the bottom, jerk it up, rip it along. Adjust your pattern with this one. Go nuts with a lure like this. You can do so many things. By reeling it fast, yo-yoing it, jerking it. There's so many dance moves that a lure like this one can do. This is definitely your salsa, baby. Woohoo! Yeah! That's right. When these girls want to dance, there's nothing better than a whole bunch of energy and excitement that a lipless crankbait can give you. And put that excitement into it, guys. That's what these lures are for. They are built for speed and excitement. They are built to dance. That's what they're made for, guys. There's nothing exciting about walking in a straight line. Add a couple steps to it. Teach yourself how to dance. Teach yourself how to dance a lipless crankbait, and I promise you, you're gonna find those results. Especially in the springtime, when those girls are just finished up their spawn, they're hungry, and they're looking for a partner to dance with. Show them the lipless lover. Well, there you go, guys. This year, when it comes to that post-spawn transition, hopefully you now have a few new dance steps in your arsenal. This spring, make sure you got your dancing shoes on, because those big girls could be waiting to dance with you. And of course, I gotta give a great big shout out and a thank you to the patrons, Michael Rice and Stephen Hyde, for helping make all of this possible. If you're interested in becoming a patron of SawGrassBassin too, go ahead, check out the Patreon page in the description down below, www.patreon.com/SawGrassBassin. Go ahead and find out what all the perks and benefits are of becoming a patron and becoming part of the SawGrassBassin family. And of course, pay attention to YouTube's community page, where every week I'm going to post a question just before the next video comes out, and the first person to correctly answer that question is going to get shouted out in the next video. While the winner of this week's question, Charles Williams. Congratulations, my friend. You got your shout out for answering this week's question right. Congratulations, Charles Williams, and thank you so much for paying attention. If you want to get your name shouted out to, pay attention to the YouTube community page. I will ask a question. The first one to answer that correctly, it will get your name shouted out in that next video as well. Make sure you click the notification button next to the subscribe button. Click that little bell, and I'll make sure you see those postings when I put them up on YouTube community page. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you learned a little something. If you did, make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, and leave a comment for me on anything else you'd like to see me film. I'll do my very best to make a video out of each and every one of those. But most importantly, guys, subscribe to that channel. And if you're already subscribed, stay subscribed, because there's plenty more coming in SawGrassBassin's future. One last time, guys, from beautiful North Florida, I'm dancing with the big girls. It's Captain Mikey signing out. The future is bright. You keep those lines tight.